A very good morning. I want to welcome you all and to Evolve with Mugema. It's 5 minutes past 7 on the 26th day of May 2026. But it's a bright Tuesday here in Kampala. The weather is just good. I welcome you all to the show. For those that haven't yet moved out, please try to hurry. Time is not on our side. And to those that have already reached work, all the best, man. I celebrate with those that have something to celebrate in life, because we all have something that we're grateful for. And I sympathize with those that have these shortcomings here and there. That's life. And I only pray that the God you serve will see you through whatever the situation it is. Today, we're going to talk about what I've called time management secrets. How to stop wasting time and start living with purpose. What if I told you that one of the greatest thieves in life does not break into your house, does not carry a weapon, does not announce when it's to arrive? Its name is wasted time. You see, time is one of the resources every human being receives in equal measure. Rich or poor, educated or uneducated, young or old, we all wake up with the same hours, 24. Yet what separates a life of purpose from a life of regret is often not talent, not opportunity, not even luck, but how we use our time. Welcome to Evolve with Mugema, where we get to grow together in wisdom, discipline, and purpose. We're talking about time, how people waste it, the dangers of wasting it, how to redeem lost time, and how to stop wasting time before it steals your future. But even before we go any further, what is time? Time is more than a clock on the wall. It's more than the deadlines and the schedules and the calendars. Time is life in motion. Every second that passes is a piece of your life that will never return. Psychology teaches us that human beings often underestimate the value of the present moment. We think we will start tomorrow, we will change next week, or perhaps become serious next month, but tomorrow is not guaranteed. Seneca, one of the greatest philosophers of his time, warned that it's known that we have a short time, but that we waste much of it. Ancient wisdom across cultures has always honored time. Many African traditions teach that humans' life is measured not only by the years they lived, but by the meaning created in those years. Many Asian philosophies teach that time is actually a sacred, not because it shapes, just because it shapes character. In the Bible, we are reminded that there is a time for every purpose under heaven. And in the Qur'an, humanity is warned that time is a loss unless it is used in faith, good deeds, truth, and patience. So across religions and civilizations, we all come to one common message that actually time is sacred. How do people waste time? People waste time in many ways, and not all of them actually look obvious. Some people waste time through procrastination. We delay important work because it feels uncomfortable. We wait for motivation. But guess what? Motivation often comes after action, not before it. So every time we postpone what we ought to have done now and decide to say we will do it just a time later, we're actually procrastinating and we are wasting now. Others waste time through distraction. This world is so full of distraction. Everything is actually calling for your attention. Social media, endless scrolling, entertainment without limits, gossip, constant notifications. All this can quietly consume hours. And guess what? A few minutes here and there can actually become entire days lost. That's how we get distracted from what really matters and end up wasting time. We actually waste life because we say that time is life in motion. Other people waste time through indecision. We take way too much to think. We think too much. We fear too much and just act too little. We spend our energy worrying about what could go wrong instead of building what could go right. So all the time you're taking before making a decision is actually wasted time. And that's how we waste time. Some people, I've ever worked with someone who would take over 5 days to decide on the next move. Now imagine 5 days of me waiting for my senior to decide on what I should do next, because I must follow instructions at the end of the day. That was the time we would waste at work. Some other people waste time through bad company. You see, the wrong environment always drains our focus. It drains our ambition and personal discipline. So if you spend your life around people who celebrate laziness, you may slowly begin to normalize it. Laziness is going to become normal to you because everyone around you is lazy. And guess what? At the end of the day, you're going to be lazy just like them. You'll end up wasting time, procrastinating, and doing all this. Some people waste time through empty busyness. We are in a generation and an era where everyone is literally busy. But a few are productive, a few are effective. When you walk around Kampala, everyone is moving. We're all in motion. We're all going somewhere. But if you just stop someone randomly and you ask them where they're going, you'll be shocked by a response where one would tell you, I also don't know. So this is how busy we are. We're always on the move. We're always talking, even when we're talking less sense. We are trying to appear productive, even when we're not. We're actually not progressing, even as busy as we are. Why? Because being busy isn't the same as being effective. All this empty busyness is actually a wastage of time, our lives. Others waste time through emotional captivity. Yes, I know we go through a lot. Life is not always fair, and the bitter side of life will always follow us. But why do you waste all your time being angry over someone or something that actually has gone already. We waste a lot of our time regretting what we didn't do in the past, not knowing that even the time we are using in regretting is actually being wasted, because I'm using today to actually regret on why I didn't start yesterday. But guess what? Even tomorrow, I'll be regretting why I didn't start today. So that's how the cycle moves on. We keep on wasting time in regret comparison. Most of us are actually comparing ourselves with others. That is all cheap talk. All that is, oh my God, I don't know. It's irrelevant. If we are to evolve, we need to know that every second matters. There's a reason as why that clock actually ticks within seconds. Tick, tack, tick, tack. So every time you see it, every time you hear that sound, just know it's your life going. Because every second you're aging, you're actually getting closer to your grave. I want to hear this. So these emotions can actually trap a person into their past and paralyze them in the present. You fail to do what you ought to do right now because you're stuck in the past. Wasting time has got dangers. So let's look at the dangers of wasting time. It's so dangerous because it does not always feel dangerous at first. At the beginning, it feels harmless. You'll be like, I'll do it later. It's just one more episode I'm watching. Oh, I'm too tired today. I guess I'll start next week. But over time, these small delays compound up into a life missed opportunities. Oh. So the first danger is actually lost potential. Every hour wasted is an hour not invested in growth. That hour you keep scrolling, that hour you keep gossiping, that hour you keep mentioning it, whatever we do that actually is not important in our lives, is the same hour you would have used to invest in your personal growth. Maybe in learning a new skill, maybe in your health or relationships, probably purpose. Okay? The other danger is regret. Many people do not regret the work they did. We actually regret the work we never started. So we regret the conversations we avoided, the habits we never built, and the dreams we kept on postponing. If you don't want to regret, it's always better we started today. Because even if we don't start today, tomorrow we will regret. And if we don't start tomorrow, the next day we will regret not having started just the past day. Whoa. And guess what? The more you're regretting, you're actually stagnating. So you find yourself into stagnation. Because the person who wastes time remains emotionally, spiritually, and professionally stuck. Life moves forward, but they do not. Have you seen this person at work who has spent over 20 years not learning a new skill, not adding upon anything? They're only regretting they didn't upgrade. And guess what? They're spending more years here, stuck. And before you realize, you're actually downsized and your qualifications can't take you any further because, with all these dynamics in the workforce, everything has changed. You just need to retire. So that's how we get stagnated and stuck, spiritually, emotionally, and professionally. Then the other danger is missed seasons. Some opportunities come only once in a lifetime. There's a season for learning. Imagine a girl child who gets pregnant while in school. and their learning is actually interrupted. Research shows that only 5% can actually go back and complete their studies. For most of them, it just ends there. It will never come back. So, they wasted that time. You wasted that time. You're not going to get it again. To you student listening to me, as it's all known, the right thing at the right time, there's a time for everything. Let it be books and not coupling. Because as you're wasting it now, who knows? You may not be lucky enough to be among the 5% that can go back to school and complete. Missed seasons. There's a season for building. Be it family, building family, be it building career. There's a time you reach when you can't do it anymore. We are strong now. As a boy child, we are strong now. But we're not going to be strong forever. But if we build right now, when we still have the guts, when we still have the muscles, the emotional muscles, the financial muscles, whatever the muscles could be that you need to build, whatever you need to build, must be now. Because you're not going to be strong forever. To you, my sister listening to me right now, you're not going to be beautiful forever. Right now, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful. I mean, you're turning faces wherever you go. Men are just following you like butterflies onto a flower. That's so good and beautiful, right? But a time is coming when those boobs won't be as pointed as they are right now. Wrinkles are knocking their way. That quote-unquote nyash is going to lose relevance someday. So if you're wasting all your prime time not getting married, just sleeping around, I mean, I'm not trying to sound judgmental here, but these are things we do. These are things we do. I've done them. So I'm not trying to be judgmental. But if we waste our time doing such, a time is going to reach 40 and you've been turning down all these marriage proposals, and you'll just be needing a man just to get a name, to be called Mrs. So and so. At that time, you won't mind whether you're the 5th or 6th lady. Recently, I saw one of the famous feminists in Uganda here saying now she doesn't mind even if she's the 5th wife. But if we trace back 6 years into her life and her career, she was one of these ladies that never minded about having a man in her life. So there are some seasons we're going to miss and we'll never have them again. And then the other danger is actually a weakened future. Why? If you don't build right now, your future is going to be weak. So your future is built by what you do today. If you're today careless, your future is fragile. No negotiation about it. That is it. Psychology tells us that habits shape destiny. Small repeated actions become identity. So if you repeatedly waste time, you train your mind to accept delay and distraction as normal. But if you repeatedly use time well, you build a discipline, confidence, and momentum. Philosophy teaches us to live deliberately. The Stoics believe that life becomes meaningful when we focus on what is within our control. We cannot control everything. We can't control every event, but we can always control our response, our attention, and our use of time. Ancient wisdom from many societies teaches stewardship. Time is not merely to be consumed, it is to be honored, guarded, and invested. Faith traditions also speak powerfully here. The Bible says, teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. The message is crystal clear. When we become aware that life is limited, we actually begin to live wisely. Another biblical principle says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. That means that time must be recovered, rescued, and used intentionally. For those of us that believe in the Qur'an actually reminds humanity that time itself is a witness against waste. Unless one lives with faith, righteous action, and truth, or patience. So across wisdom traditions, you're going to realize that the lesson is the same. A meaningful life is a disciplined one. Okay? How can we prevent wasting time? Prevention is better than recovery. If you want to stop wasting time, you must become intentional. Number one, know your purpose. People waste most of their time when they do not know what really matters. So know your purpose and know what matters to you. This will help you focus on what really matters. Set priorities. Not everything deserves equal attention. Okay? Number two, use a schedule. What gets scheduled actually gets protected. Always have a to-do list. Know the things you must do. My mentor actually says, write the things you're going to do in a day and make sure you do them before you have lunch. Because in Africa here, once you have lunch, the day is gone. So what I mean here is have a schedule. Be scripted and scheduled. Know the things that you must do and do them right. Track your habit. Because awareness creates change. Number four, limit digital addiction. Why? Because technology should serve you and not own you. Know when to use that smartphone, that gadget, that computer, that tab, whatever, and know when not to. Let it be a tool that you must use, not something that must own you. If you're struggling on the digital addiction and how to focus, I made a complete video on that, the architecture of faith, rather the architecture of focus. You just scroll down in my bio, you will find it. Okay, the other one is rest wisely. Why? Because reset is not waste when it restores you, but mindless escape is not rest. So rest, but not just waste. Okay? There's a difference between reset and rest. Number five, stay around disciplined people. Your environment shapes your standards. Why? In Luganda we say, mbulira goita naye kubulira empisa zo. So if you have people, which literally means that tell me the person that you stay with and I'll tell you your character, just mixing on theirs. So if you want to be disciplined, stay around these disciplined people. You will learn their ways. Your environment shapes your standards. In psychology, we call that nurture. How the environment actually gets us to be who we really are. Live with urgency and not panic. Urgency helps you to act. Panic makes you freeze. And a person who respects time actually respects life. How can we redeem the lost time? Now let us talk about hope, because wasted time is not the end of the story. You cannot go back and recover every lost hour, but you can redeem your future by changing how you live now. Number 1, start right where you are. Don't wait for a perfect moment. The perfect moment is often a myth. Start with the next hour, the next task, the next decision. Remember we talked about procrastination and postponing whatever you had to do. Start straight away. Number 2, cut the noise. If your attention is constantly being pulled in 10 directions, your life will never gather momentum. Reduce the distractions, silence the unnecessary notifications, and create space for focus. Your attention is all that you need. Your focus is a primary tool into evolving and being better. That's why I created you that video, The Architecture of Focus. How to denoise yourself, how to cut the noise and stay focused. Number 3, build a daily structure. A life without structure is easily hijacked. So plan your day. Know your priorities. Protect your best hours for your most important work. And then learn to say no. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something meaningful. So time management is also boundary management. Know when to say no. If you're struggling to say no, I also made that video, The Power of Saying No. You can look it up down there in my bio, you'll see it, and you will be helped dearly. Number 5, replace guilt with action. Remember we said we will regret a lot about what we didn't do, and we spend most of our time doing that, right? So we waste even more time feeling bad about the wasted time. Guilt without action is another form of delay. Learn from the past, then move on. Number 6, use small wins. Do not wait for a massive transformation. Begin with the 5 minutes of reading. Upgrade to 10 or 15. Begin with 20 minutes of exercise. You will upgrade with time. 1 focused work session. 1 honest conversation. Small wins create momentum, and that's all that you need for a start. Lastly, but not the least, seek accountability. In my 8 years of being mentored, I've actually realized that a mentor, a friend, a coach, or a community can actually help you stay on track, because you always need someone that you're accountable to. You need someone that to whom you can explain whatever the thing is plainly without excusing. Growth is easier when someone helps you to stay honest. Okay? So time is not just something we spend. Time is something we become. The way you use your time reveals what you value. If you value growth, you will invest time in learning. If you value health, you will invest time in discipline. If you value purpose, you will invest time in meaningful work. And if you value God, truth, wisdom, and service, your time will reflect that. As I wind up, Ask yourself today, what am I doing with my time? What is time costing me? What future am I building with my daily habits? What must I do to stop doing now? What must I stop doing now? What must I begin today? Do not let time slip through your fingers unnoticed. Do not let distraction steal your destiny. Do not let procrastination write your story. Use your time wisely. Guard it carefully. Redeem it boldly. And build a life that matters. This is Evolve with Mugema. If this message spoke to you, share with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, your life is shaped by what you do with your time. My name is Brian Mugema, and I'll see you in the next one.